Now we go to 184 pounds and meet Austin Morehead of Oregon State. Spent some times in the rankings this year. Junior college champion last year at Clackamas. But he's going to give up a quick takedown to Nick Vetterlein of Virginia Tech. Vetterlein wrestled 197 last year, and before coming to Virginia Tech was a football player at Wagner College. Morehead out of Sutter, California, is a junior. Well, Vetterlein, redshirt junior out of Allendale, New Jersey, attended Don Bosco Prep before heading to Wagner. They did have a wrestling team at the time he attended, but dropped it shortly thereafter. Vetterlein transferred to Blacksburg and to wrestle for Virginia Tech. Stepped in at 197. And now down at 184, he has a 2-1 lead after a takedown and then an escape by Austin Morehead. Morehead with the big fall in the semifinals over Chris Heald to help the Beavers get past the Wolverines. Morehead spending most of his time this year at 174, but still dangerous. Took a double overthrow and planted Heald. Gets 6 big points. Now Vetterlein in on the ankle again. Gets another takedown to take a 4-1 lead, and he's going to cut Morehead free. Maybe not a position where Virginia Tech was looking for bonus points, but the way Vetterlein wrestling here in the early going. Pours it on. It could be a little nice surprise for Coach Kevin Dresser and staff, Tony Roby, Dave Hoffman. And Vetterlein in on the attack again. There's 2 more. Now up 6-2. 40 seconds to go. Just going to kick out Morehead. So now 6-3. So 3 takedowns by Nick Vetterlein here in the first period of action has been setting the tone. It'll make it extremely difficult for Austin Morehead here at 184. Coming up on the 20-second mark. Morehead now trying to push the pace in the end of the first period. 2-1, and that'll do it. So Vetterlein will take a 6-3 lead into the second period. Morehead has the choice. He's going to start down. And not even going to attempt to hold down Morehead. He'll just kick him out. So now it's a 6-4 lead, and right back to that sweep and doubling off is Vetterlein. They give him 2 on that? They gave him 2. Wow. It clearly looked like Vetterlein and Morehead had gone completely out of bounds. One leg was in, they kicked over. Definitely looked like that should have been out of bounds, but they give Vetterlein the 2. And now Vetterlein's just going to cut Morehead again, now 8-5. Don't know if I agree with that one at all, but being a mat official, you have to make quick calls on the mat. 30 seconds gone by period 2. Half shot by Morehead. Now going to back Vetterlein right out of bounds. An 8-5 lead for the New Jersey native, wrestling for the Hokies of Virginia Tech. Morehead with his first real shot of the match. Gets to the leg. Vetterlein stands straight up out of it. Vetterlein looking sweep single. Stands back up, circles back to the center. Another sweep by Vetterlein. Big lift, and he's going to drop Morehead to the mat, looking for some near fall. He's got him in trouble. Now throws that reverse half in. Going to try to step over. This could be huge for Virginia Tech. Vetterlein loses it. Morehead ends up coming out on top. Not been awarded just yet. There it is. There's the 2 reversal. So now 13-7 is the lead for Vetterlein. That could have been huge for Virginia Tech and probably would have put this duel out of reach. Actually, it would have put this duel out of reach. Right now, the spread is 11.
For Michigan.
With the max points you can get being 6 per match, barring any team point deductions. But rather than giving up the fall, Morehead fought out of it and came out with a reversal, so he's still got life, trailing by 6 as the second period comes to an end. Now we're in the third period. We start neutral. Morehead trying to get some action going on the edge, in on the leg. Vetterlein not really in a position to give up the takedown. Oh, wow. Actually, I was wrong. It definitely looked like he was in position to give up the takedown. In fact, Morehead's foot was still in bounds. But I guess Vetterlein too far off the edge. And if anything, that looked like more like 2 than the takedown they gave Vetterlein earlier. And again, I'm not an official and don't get paid to do so. Under a minute to go now. Morehead trying to push the pace. Needs to. Vetterlein in on the 2, gets 2, and now he's working on a major decision. 15-7. Riding time not a factor at this point. The difference in clocks, if Vetterlein rides him out, he'll get an extra point. Right now working on that major decision. 30 seconds to go. And he's going to cut him free, so maybe he's thinking he can get one more takedown to ice it, but right now he just lost the major. It's a 7-point spread. Now Vetterlein in on the leg. Forward roll through, scramble situation. Nothing yet, 10 seconds. Morehead still hanging on the leg. 2 and 1, and that will do it. And that'll be 3 points for the Hokies, who will now take a 20-6 lead. And all but wraps it up with 2 matches to go. Nick Vetterlein of Virginia Tech with the big win.